Welcome to Determine India 2025. The 2025 is the one of the stepping stone towards Vixit Bharat 2047. Because 2047 is not much far. We should not think 2047 is very far. We will go slowly. We will take something. Will happen. It's coming near to us. It is hardly 20 to 22 years left out from 2025. And this much big country, so many issues are there. Due to every year we have to take some determined decision towards many of the areas which will give you the pathway to achieve Vixit Bharat. And after Vixit Bharat we have many of the missions, Vishwaguru Bharat, and so many things are there. But to achieve everything, 2025 must be one of the decisive year to take some decision, some positive and hard decision in few areas which will give you the good start towards विकसित भारत 2047. तो हमारे विचार से वैसे कौन सा एरिया है, कौन सा फील्ड है जिसमें हमें सोचने की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है और 2025 में ही हमें डिसीजन लेने की ज़रूरत है. अगर हम ज़्यादा लेट किए तो ये मौका हाथ से हो सकता है निकल जाए. तो मेरे अनुसार बेस्ड ऑन माई रिसर्च एंड लास्ट 70-75 years ऑफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ द इंडिपेंडेंट नेशन, if you will think like in terms of USA or compared to USA, we are a young nation, young independent nation. USA got freedom, independence from British long back. But we also become 75 years now independent nation. It's not small year. It's not, we can say, we can give some logic, okay, अभी तो 75 साल ही हुए हैं, कुछ 75 साल बहुत होते हैं. Which country got independence parallel to us? Many of the countries has become very good. Many of the countries has become worst also. Both examples are there. Just our neighbor country, Pakistan also got freedom with us just one day before, 14th August 1947. We got 15th August 1947. But Pakistan is having, what is the image on the world stage? It is very pathetic image. But India is not having that much bad condition. We are in good shape. Our administrative system is in good shape. Our executives are doing some work. Our court system, judiciary is become very robust. They can stop any of the wrong thing in the nation. These are advantage we got in last 70-75 years. But all these happen like a Hindu rate of growth. In third 5-year plan, when India-China war happened, then GDP growth rate of India has fall down below 3%. Below 3%. Wow, you can expect any growth will there. Minimum 6%, 7% is there, then you can expect you are going in good pathway. 3% means it is negligible, and that time base also was less. In less base, 3% only growth, it will be negligible. Means it is not going to help you anymore. Then that time all economists has pondered on that. What happened? Why it has gone too much down? War was one of the reason. War was one of the reason because heavy expense will happen in war, during war only. But less than 3%, then that time only that exact 2.4% of growth rate of GDP has given name by the economist is a Hindu rate of growth. Hindu rate of growth means slow moving. Now we have to come out from Hindu rate of growth. Don't become Muslim rate of growth. Don't go with the word. But I am telling now we have to move at least 7 to 8% of GDP growth rate. Or if we want to become India as a developed nation in 2047, then we must run fast to achieve at least double-digit growth minimum for 10 years. At least if we are able to grow 10% or more than that, continuous 10 years, then whatever is happened in last 50-60 years, that we can fulfill. And we will be able to achieve our target. Then 2025, I am thinking it is a very good year, and this year we can take very formidable decision to reshape India in a good way. Based on my opinion, or I discussed many of the people about this topic, and I have done all of the research and studies. Based on that, I find and I think it may be debatable. I am not telling it is like a firm areas where India in this areas only is there where India has to take multiple areas is there. But if every area, everything you will start to do in 1 year, then nothing will happen. We have to prioritize which area we have to touch this year, which area we have to touch next year. Likewise, we have to think about the sensitivity and priority of the areas. As per my opinion, 9 areas are there which we have to take some bold decision in 2025. These 9 areas, if we have taken some priority and some firm steps, surely it will give you one of the good way to move forward. What are these 9 areas? You may be surprised what he is talking about 9 areas and 7 areas and these all. Like for Vixit Bharat, I given the 7S formula. And even you will, if you have seen that episode, Vixit Bharat, many of the episodes already is there on YouTube. If you want, you can just check it. If you will see, then I am just proposing and I am just advocating the 7S formula for Vixit Bharat 2047. And once you will start to realize it, then you will feel, yes, this 7S formula is very, very correct. If you are able to implement it, surely it will give the good result. Similar way, based on my lot of research, generally, without much research, I will not speak, I will not discuss. Based on once I will fully satisfied with my research findings and all the data, then only I will discuss the topic. Then these 9 areas, first area is there, one nation, one system. Then you will tell, one nation, one system already is there. Many of the area we already have, but few more area we have to include in that. As per constitutions, 97 entries are there in our union list under 7th schedule, which are covering the article 246 of the Constitution of India. A state list also there. There also 59 entries are there, 59 subjects are there, and concurrent list are there, which are also covered 52 entries. But union list, whatever is there, many of the things which are covered under union list, we can shift to the state list or concurrent list. But few areas we have to bring in union list, or we can say we have to develop one nation, one system. Many of the area we already have, like Indian Railways. It is running as a like one nation, one railway. It is not like we have multiple. This is divided for administrative purpose, different zones, 13 zones, 15 zones we have divided. But as a running wise, it is one nation, one railway, one nation, one post office, one nation, one airport system, one nation, one port system, or you can say export import through sea route. All are governed by only central government or one system is controlling. I will discuss in detail. Multiple areas are there. I am not coming because multiple episode I will make with all deep finding, where you will surely feel all these findings are very, very correct. And these areas we must touch in 2025 to take an advantage to move towards Vixit Bharat 2047. The one nation, one system, first we have to include one nation, one election. This is one of the most sensitive area and most important area where we have to take some decision. 60,000 crores rupees has spent in 2019 election. 2024, it is many much more. It is almost 85,000 crores approximately, I am telling. Still data is not fully released, but 85,000 crores in one election, parliamentary election. And a state election, you can say like assembly election, a state assembly election, in multiple states, after every 2 month, 3 month election will happen. And election is the biggest festival in India. During that time, नेता also खुश, public also खुश, कहाँ से पैसा आता है, कहाँ जाता है, पता नहीं. And these data, 60,000 crores is only for ECI, Election Commission of India, which are officially spent for conducting the election. How much black money circulated? God knows. How much money is spent for the rallies and transportation and managing the situations? God knows. If all you will include, then one election, if you are conducting parliamentary election, I think so, maybe it is wrong or right or maybe some plus minus, it will go minimum minimum it will go 1.5 lakh crore or more. That much huge amount of money. And after conducting parliamentary election in 2024, June only election result has come and new government has formed, again NDA government formed. After just 1 month, again August election was there, Haryana and Jammu Kashmir. And that is over. Again October election was there, that is Maharashtra election. Every 2 month election is there, and every election conducting huge amount of money will involve. Then one nation, one election, we have to think. This is right time, we have to achieve. It is not like earlier it was not there, we are thinking some new concept or new idea. No, it was there. Once we got the independence, afterward 4 elections happened in single term. It was synchronized. First election happened in India 1951-52. That was also happened all parliament election and assembly election together. Next election happened 57. That also happened together. Next election happened 62. That also happened together. Next election 67. That also happened together. These first 4 elections and 20 years after the independence, all election happened together at single time. And not only assembly election and parliament election, local election also happened together. But after 67 only problem started to come. When many of the states, they are not under the Congress rule and started to get political instability. During this political instability, Congress government overthrown the state government and this cycle of election is disturbed. Okay, disturbed, whatever happened that point of time, that was requirement, it happened. But now time has come, we have to bring all the elections on single time, synchronized. It will not only save money, it will save your netas also. Because all leaders will be in election mode, they will start to create all confusing and contradicting a statement to get the vote. And afterward, they will not get time for the vote. One election, just one election happened. You just choose all your representatives, either local level, state level, central level. You just finalize. And after that 5 years, you don't disturb. Give full time. You put effort, work and perform. Whatever promises you have done, you fulfill it. Without fulfilling, after 5 years, don't come back to me and show the face, and again don't ask vote. Then many of the things we can, again I will discuss in detail next episode about every systems what are required. Next is our one nation, one education. You will not believe, because I lived almost every part of India, many of the state I lived, at least 7-8 state I lived. And I have seen, as a teacher, as a trainer, as a mentor, in my life, minimum I have seen, I am telling just some conservative figure, if minimum I would have seen, then 15,000 students I have seen. Maybe all 15,000 I would not communicated very regularly, but 15,000 students I have seen, maybe regular basis or some interaction would be there in last 20 years. From various states, you can say from Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, almost every part of every state student I have seen, and they have taken guidance from me. What I felt, and based on that, this thought is coming, one nation, one education system, because I am not telling just a blind way you implement old like a Gurukul system. Gurukul is also one of the system. Don't discard this British system, British education. Parallelly, you must enrich it. And second thing, we have to must make some uniformity. Because I have observed one student who passed out from Uttar Pradesh board and he got 70% marks. One student, some other state, he got 85% marks, but both are not equally capable. Who got 85% marks, they should be more capable. Who got 70% marks, they should be less capable. But many of the places I have seen ulta. Means this normalization of the marking or normalization of the exam, it is not uniform all the states. Especially I am talking about state boards who are enrolled through like national board like CBSE or ICSE, they have some kind of uniformity. But a state board, because it is totally coming under a state government, they are deciding their syllabus, they have their own scheme of marking. That is creating one kind of unbalance in system, and their thinking pattern is also different. We must bring one nation, one education throughout India. You teach one syllabus. What is wrong in that? People anyway migrating from one part to another part to get the job or for studies or for any of the things, and that is giving our real strength and vibrant. It is making our vibrant India. Whatever earlier people used to think India is having too much diversity, India is not having unity. This is one of the biggest drawback of India. In last 50 years, we have shown this is only our biggest strength. This diversity only is our biggest strength. We can speak one thing in 22 languages, 50 languages. Which country is having that much facility? Tell me. Any country is having that much diversity and richness in culture? One thing, how are you? You can ask in 20 ways. Any country, just tell me. I don't know. But India, how are you? We can ask in 20 ways, 50 ways. That much we have enriched. And this is our strength, not weakness. It could be weakness if we have not utilized this diversity in better. Then one nation, one education is next agenda in one nation, one system. Next we are coming one nation, one tax system. Many of the times might be we are going for like some tour purpose, or if you are going for a tour purpose, maybe one state to other state. Then what will happen? If just suppose you have your own vehicle, then there is no problem. Wherever you will give the tax, you can go in. But just suppose you booked some car for few days and you are going for the tour purpose. Then every state, whatever you will give the toll tax for the national highway and express highway, falana, dimka, that you are giving. Apart from that, once you will entered in any of the state, you have to pay a state tax. Why it is required? I just give you a small example. This is not going to affect much, but this is a small example to realize you. Now just suppose commercial vehicles who are doing business across the states, how much painful for them? And that tax is not 5 rupees, 10 rupees or 100, 200 rupees. You will not believe. Many of the state, the tax is 2,000, 3,000 for 15 days. Just suppose 10 days, 15 days. And many of the states are so clever. They will take the tax for weekly basis. They will not give you 1 month validity. 1 week, 1,500. 15 days, 3,000. Now if you are doing just suppose any of the business, these all are the additional burden on the business or ecosystem of the business. Based on that, how small businessman will survive? If you have big business setup, you have more market reach, you have variety of product, okay, you can sustain. But big business will not give the very root backup of country. Whatever giving the root backup of the country, that is your small business. In a small business, if they want to expand it, just suppose many of the districts are there in India which are just lying on the border of this. If you want to do across the state business, how much problematic? Then we have to think in that, and we have to think about our small businessman and which can be a potential businessman in future, and we have to justify this. And I am proposing one nation, one tax system. Why one state will pay petrol 130 rupees, other state are enjoying 105 rupees. Many of the state depends on their state, their political party, who is ruling, who is the leader, and who is the ruling in center. Their coordination, they will keep their petroleum prices. Why? Very justifiable. You are living in same country and paying different prices. If 1 rupee, 2 rupees, some vegetable wala will ask you, then you are doing very hard bargaining. Like they have taken blood from you. If 5 rupees more per kg you have taken purchased some vegetables, you will so regret, and you will tell so many people, I mean, like 5 rupees is taken blood, 1 liter blood from you. But all these things, same time, you have just spent 10 rupees, 20 rupees more, because in that particular city petrol prices are more compared to some other cities or some other state. Then one nation, one tax system, it is our third priority. Likewise, many of the things are there which we can bring under one umbrella, one nation, one system. Likewise, one education, one tax system, and one election, we have other multiple areas. One nation, one identity. One nation, one law. One nation, one police system. One nation, one administration. One nation, one river system. Many of the areas are there. We have to develop one nation, one system. Then only we can achieve our target to make India as a very powerful nation, and we will able to move forward to achieve Vixit Bharat 2047. Thank you very much.